Hi guys, how you doing? So my condolences to Prince Philip. So a lot of you may know, for living in different countries, that bless poor Prince Philip actually passed away. And I think it's been over the past while, to be honest, where I've been mentioning the royal family. They've been coming up quite a lot. And like I said, in some of the readings that I do, is where I was saying about my chart and spiritual chart that I have, and that I can normally see energy behind things that are normally happening behind the scenes. And it was bringing up the royal family quite a lot just recently. And then the last one that I did, I think it was a Capricorn reading. Now I don't really know what Prince Philip was, because I don't do my I haven't really done my research, to be honest. It's just that I know that it's obviously come up on British TV, and then obviously I get word of mouth by people, but it comes up on YouTube basically, is where I kind of find out the information, because it comes up in the newsreel. So yeah, my condolences to Prince Philip, but it was actually in the Capricorn reading where I said 21 gun salute, and I think that came up in two readings. So and it was in the Capricorn reading, and I think even in the last one I kind of said that I don't understand what this message is, because it was kind of like it was coming across as confusing, and it was coming across as media, media and things being copied and so on and so forth. But now I suppose Spirit is kind of also saying that it was obviously a lot to do with the media. So I suppose in a way that this is a lot of what was going on with, because somebody must have Capricorn somewhere in their chart, even if Prince Philip wasn't actually a Capricorn, it would obviously represent the Queen, the children and so on and so forth. But it was a lot to do with media, if you can remember. I said about Instagram war and people copying and so on and so forth. So those messages now, how they relate to things, must have been all of this media and all of this like knowing when to tell the media and so on and so forth. And obviously the prince, obviously the royal family, they have a lot of involvement when it comes to media, because you know, like putting out information and getting people to know and say and all these kind of things. And then obviously if Prince Philip had been like ill for quite some time, then obviously those messages of what I would have been picking up for quite some time in the Capricorn reading. So Capricorns, if you're watching, then obviously your messages have been some of what I've been picking up through obviously this media, and in the media, and the frustration that has been held within those channeled messages just lately for a lot of you. Like I said, when I pick up energies, they can be of world events that people probably miss, because a lot of people that watch me, they can blame me for a lot, but they don't actually understand what channeling really is, and that they just watch a generic tarot card reading and they basically just look for their love life and the situation that's going on at hand. But what I'd actually picked up with the 21 gun salute was also relating to people of the same instant of time. It was still actually relating to a lot of people who are saying, that was my nan, that was my father, because I was picking up on red flags, and that I can see people walking into like a church or something, and it was red flags, and it was a 21 gun salute and all of these kind of things, and that I can kind of see like the British flag and things. I think that came up well. So, but I was kind of picking up on that. Because I haven't rewatched the reading. I just know that I'd called it 21. I think I called it the 21 young gun salute. I think it was, is playing solitaire. So it's something to do with around Karen or Carpenter also. So yeah, playing solitaire. So those messages transformed for me to where there's something to do with around a tarot card reading and something like that. That could still represent within time, and the tarot card reading, me putting it out, so on and so forth. So yeah, something to do with, because when it came up, I had a lot of people also saying that my nan had passed and that my mother had passed and so on and so forth, and that they had a send off where it was like a 21 gun salute. Okay, so I don't even know if it's a 21 gun salute, I just know that it is. And the only thing that is sparked this off for me is obviously it coming up in the media. But literally I just kind of, because when I open YouTube, okay, it brings up like a newsreel as well, because it's like the coronavirus and so on and so forth that we're going through, and it always gives you a feed of like news. Well, it does for me on mine anyway. And when I look at it, it actually says gun salute planned across UK in tribute to Prince Philip. So then when I just see that, I just thought, man, the 21 gun salute, I'm sure I said that in a reading, and it was the Cappy reading, it was the Capricorn reading. So I've just gone through my archives, and if you're part of this channel, you'll probably notice that I've just put it on the business page, Facebook and so on and so forth. But I thought I'd actually do a video for YouTube, just in case this reaches the royal family or anybody really, but my condolences. it kind of lets me know a lot about predictions, and it also kind of settles me down as well, really, in a way. Coming off of the Prince Philip thing, but it kind of settles me down in a way as well, because when you do these kind of things, when you run a YouTube channel, you do get a lot of people that really do complain a lot. That's life, right? Though, but you do get a lot of people that complain, and it affects my energy, and I have a lot of trouble in knowing whether to leave the comments open or not. But then I get such good comments from everybody else, and that kind of outweighs all the bad, really. But regardless of who watches this, when it comes to predictions and when it comes to channeling, that's completely different to your own lives, because you always watch things for your own lives, but you miss a lot of synchronicities of things that happen, right? So, you get a lot of people that are watching it, and they're so used to just the generic way of like reading tarot cards, is that they're just looking for the conflict that they're actually having with a person. And all it really represents is really polar opposite. Is that push-pull where we just can't seem to meet. We just can't seem to, all we keep doing is fighting, and we keep missing, and then missing in action, and then I'm missing, and then I'm missing. Okay, so, so Prince Philip, something to do with missing. I miss you like crazy. I miss you like crazy. So Prince Philip, I'm going extremely cold. So his messages are, I miss you like crazy. Misused, also misused. Okay. I misused it. Okay, so we're going to stop there. Okay. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of stuff that, this is where a medium kind of gets into a conflict here. Anyway, forget those messages. But he misses people like crazy. Okay. But yeah, situations of the royal family obviously are very pressing matters. But yeah, I mean, Capricorn readings, that's where it's been coming up the most, and there's something to do with the host, ghost, hosting the ghost. You see, there's going to be celebrations, but it's obvious because it's coming up. But there's going to be some sort of, not celebrations, but I really do pick up that it is going to have a lot to do with this this situation at hand that is coming up for the funeral, I would say, because I'm hearing a toast to the ghost. A toast to the ghost. You'll have to watch the Capricorn reading as well, because I don't know what channeled messages they were that actually came out through that, wherever I was saying toast or ghost. I think I did. Actually, I did. Dear, thank you. I did. I said a toast to the ghost, and the Father, the Son, and the ghost. I can't remember which reading this was. I don't think that it was Capricorn, but I'd said in it where it was a host to the ghost, and it was a host here to a person that you may not have had, like some people have a mother and no father. Okay, so that may be, man, I wish I could remember my own readings. That could well be the children and the kids that are involved as well, you see, siblings, because I'm hearing a toast to the ghost, and that was in a reading. I just can't remember which one it was, I'm sorry. I think it may have been Pisces. And it was a toast to the ghost, and it was something to do with around having mother but no father and stuff like this kind of situation. So that's going to be Prince Charles, people like that. Okay, Philip, not Philip, but Andrew. Wow. Okay, so we're going to leave that, right? Yeah, the thing is the trouble is when it comes to multimedia and when it comes to also channeling messages, there are obviously a lot of things that are hidden, right? And, you can't always indulge in people's lives, especially when you're a medium. So I think I'm just going to be quiet. Right? But again, my condolences to Prince Philip. If you are interested by any chance, I will probably try and leave it in the comment section, which was the actual reading. In fact, I will do, yeah. I'll leave it in the comment section. Well, it'll either be in the comment section or both, but the show more section or comment section. Unless any of you guys out there want to do that for me, if I miss it and any of you guys watch this and you want to kindly find that reading, it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I think, and it was a Capricorn reading called the 21 Gun Salute. And if you want to kindly leave that in the comment section, or I don't think you won't be able to put it in my show more section, but if you want to put it in the comment section, you're more than welcome, and I really would appreciate your support if you can do that for me. Okay. Actually, guys, I have literally just I've just thought as well through through that prediction, it was actually called the 21 Young Gun Salute is playing solitaire. I think I changed it, but I'll have to kind of change it back because I thought in case people find it. But originally it was called the 21 Young Gun Salute, and it was I'm going down in a blaze of glory. I never drew first, but I drew the first blood, and the devil's son called me Young Guns. So like 21 Gun Salute, Young Guns, the devil's son. So Capricorn is the sun, so there might be something to do with Leo involved here somewhere, okay? But the 21 Gun Salute of the Devil's Son, so the son of Prince Philip. Now the Prince Philip, I think he had a lot of kind of things with his parents growing up and stuff like that. Wow. Okay. Yeah, because there was a lot to do with the royal family as well during those times. Yeah, so the devil's son. So I don't know if, well, it's obviously the queen. So I don't know what the royal family are within their chart, but I'm definitely hearing that. I'm going down in a blaze of glory. I never drew first, but I drew the first blood, but the devil's son called me Young Guns. Called me Young Gun. Young Gun. Young Gun? Young. The name Young. I'm also picking up Adam Young. Or Adam and Eve. But, yeah, Gemini. So, yeah, the 21 Young Gun Salute. So definitely that music may be played, maybe played at a funeral or something like that, but I definitely keep hearing it may even be a tribute, you know. There may even be a tribute. Who sung that? I forget. Sorry, I'm so ignorant when it comes to being on camera that I can't remember. But the 21 Young Gun Salute, they call me Young Gun, but I never drew first, but I drew the first blood, and they call me with the devil's son. They keep saying something to do with the devil's son, right? So the devil's son. So something to do with that, okay? I don't know if this is representing anything to do with the Prince Philip thing, but that was in that actual reading itself, was to do with the 21 Young Gun Salute. I don't know if I sang that song in that reading at all, but when I was actually doing the video itself and putting it out, I actually decided, because I heard it in my head, because like I said, now I'll come back on and I hear more. So it was something to do with, like I said, it might be that song and it might be a tribute of those artists singing for that, or it could have something to do with I drew the first blood but the devil's son, right? So it'd have something to do with the Capricorn sun, okay, called me Youngblood, like Sydney Youngblood, or Sydney, Australia, from Sydney, Australia, or Sydney, Australia, but Cindy, also Cindy. I'm hearing Cindy or Cinders. So there will be yeah, it's something to do with, like I said, what do you call it? Fire. Okay. So not buried, cremated. I'm hearing a cremation, not buried. Don't bury me, cremate me. I'm hearing a cremation. So I pretty much say that they probably won't have a burial, but they'll have a cremation, okay? It's definitely what I'm hearing. Cole. I'm also hearing the name Cole. Nicole, for some reason, I don't know. I think we might be going off topic slightly with me just churling as normal, but Nicole, I'm hearing Nicole. Okay. But yeah, something to do with the Young Guns, though, okay, and the Devil's Son. Okay, but that just might be collective channeling, but I thought I would add this on the ending of the video also, or somewhere within the video. Yeah, so again, my condolences, but that was a prediction all of the same, and I think I'd said about prediction of life and birth also. We're not going to go into that at the moment, but again, my condolences to Prince Philip, and if you are interested, just take heed if you've never seen tarot before and you want to watch that reading. You don't have to listen to the whole thing. It's just a prediction at the beginning of it, okay? I think it was also in something before that one as well, because I think I picked it up twice. But it should have been coming out through the progression of the readings of a few months, I would say. Okay, so there's there's that. Thank you all so much for watching. Again, my condolences to Prince Philip and the Queen and everybody involved, the family. And I will catch you again soon.